Okay, sine rule. So we're up to example 11. So we've been through the sine rule. Basically, the sine rule is just relating sides and angles in a triangle. So we've talked about this in class, but I'll just mention it now. How do I know that I use the sine rule? You'll notice that we only need two of these, by the way. It doesn't matter which two. You can use any of the two, but you're only ever going to use two of them. But doesn't matter which one you're going to use. It's going to be two sides and an angle opposite, or two sides and two angles and one side. That's how you know that you're going to be using it. All right. So we've got two versions of it. On your formula sheet, you will only be given that one. That is to find a side. To find an angle, all we do is just flip it. Okay, so we get sine A over A instead of A over sine A. At the moment, we are going to do example 11, where we're trying to find a side. So you'll notice in this, there is two sides, two angles. Okay. When we do the cosine rule, you'll find that there's three sides and one angle. So that's how you know which one to use. So this one, we're going to do correct to one decimal place. Now, we know the sine rule is A over sine A equals B over sine B. And you'll notice I won't write the third one because we don't need the third side and angle. It's just to show that it is equivalent all the way around. So now we need to label this so that we know what we're looking for. So I'm going to label my one. I'm going to just label this A, B, C. Okay, so that means that is little a, that is little b, and these are the angles. So here we go. Do I know what little a is? Yes, it is 4.1. Do I know what big A is, the angle? Yes, it is 37 degrees. Do I know what little b is? Yes, it's B, because we don't know. Well, it's X in this case. And do we know what the big B is? Yes, it is 50 degrees. We can then substitute that in. So we get 4.1 over sine 37 equals X over sine 50. And so we want X on its own. To do that, we need to get rid of the sine 50 off the bottom of a fraction. We do that by multiplying both sides by sine 50. And we end up with sine 50. And I'm sorry that my S's do look like fives. You'll have to bear with me. So sine 50 times 4.1 over sine 37 equals X. Put this into your calculator. Remember, please close the brackets after each of your trigonometrical things. So 4.1 over, what have I got? Sine 37, close my brackets, hit equals, and it will give me 5 point. So X equals 5.2188 dot, 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 dot. And it wants us to do it to one decimal place, which is 5.2. It hasn't given us a unit, but remember, we are dealing with a length, not an angle. And that's done.